What are some famous cases of false confessions? Have you ever wondered how someone could admit to a crime they did not commit? False confessions are more common than you might think. They often happen under extreme pressure during police interrogations. This topic has been explored in crime films, highlighting the legal and ethical issues surrounding these confessions. Let's look at some notable cases that illustrate this troubling phenomenon. One of the most famous cases is the West Memphis Three. In the early 1990s, 3 teenagers were accused of murdering 3 8-year-old boys in Arkansas. Jesse Miskelly Jr., who had a low IQ, confessed after a long and intense police interrogation. His confession was coerced, and it contributed to the wrongful conviction of all 3 teens. They spent 18 years in prison before DNA evidence proved their innocence. This case is often referenced in films that tackle themes of wrongful conviction and the dangers of forced confessions. Another significant case is the Guðmundur and Geirfinnur case in Iceland. 2 men were convicted based on bizarre confessions, one of which included claims of being a French spy. Despite the absurdity of these statements, they were used to secure convictions. This case highlights how vulnerable individuals can be manipulated into confessing, a theme frequently seen in crime dramas. Then there is the Eddie Gill case. He was charged with first-degree reckless homicide after a confession obtained under questionable circumstances. Legal experts later pointed out that police misconduct played a role in getting his confession. A judge dismissed the charges before trial, emphasizing the need to scrutinize interrogation methods, a common theme in crime films that critique police practices. The Melissa Lucio case is another tragic example. She spent nearly 2 decades on death row for the alleged abuse and death of her daughter. Her conviction was partly based on a false confession. New evidence later showed that her daughter's injuries were consistent with an accidental fall. A judge eventually declared her innocent, illustrating the severe consequences of false confessions in capital cases. Lastly, we have the Thomas Hubert case. Though not as well known, Hubert's coerced confession led to his execution. His nonsensical statements were accepted by authorities, resulting in a grave miscarriage of justice. Crime films often depict such cases to show the tragic outcomes when the system fails to protect vulnerable suspects. In crime movies, these real-life cases serve as powerful narratives about the ethical challenges in law enforcement. They explore the psychological tactics used in interrogations and the devastating impact false confessions can have on innocent lives. The work of psychologists like Saul Kassin, who studies false confessions, informs these portrayals. His research reveals how interrogation techniques can lead to innocent people admitting guilt under pressure. This intersection of legal and ethical issues provides rich material for storytelling in crime cinema, reflecting the complexities behind the headlines.